places around the world, the month of February has long been characterized as a month of love and romance. Flowers, chocolates, and cards and gifts are exchanged in the name of St. Valentine and in the name of love. Valentine's Day is celebrated on February 14, and it is thought by many to be a day to celebrate love, friendship, romance, and passion. But who was this mysterious saint, and where did this celebration come from? Welcome to Origins, where we search for the beginning, the inception, and the why. And this is the origin of St. Valentine's Day. It is recognized that there was at least 3 different saints that existed revolving Valentine or Valentinus. One legend says that Valentine was a priest who served in Rome in the 3rd century. During this time, Emperor Claudius II decided that single men with no wife or families made better soldiers. So he outlawed marriages for young men. Valentine defied the emperor and continued to perform marriages in secret. Eventually, he was discovered and was put to death. Other stories suggest that Valentine helped Christians escape Roman prisons where they were tortured, and because of his attempt to help Christians, Valentine was actually killed. According to another legend, there was an imprisoned priest that sent the first Valentine. It is said that before his death, the priest sent a letter to his jailer's daughter and signed it, "From your Valentine," an expression that is still used today. Although the truth behind this legend is a little bit unclear, it is clear that these stories emphasize a heroic and romantic character. Historians believe that there was more than one man named Valentine or Valentinus. However, the Catholic Church decided to declare him a saint and listed him as being immortal on February 14th. Today, St. Valentine is the patron saint of engaged couples, happy marriages, young people, love, beekeepers, and epilepsy. According to the Catholic faith, St. Valentine's holy duties include helping people who call upon him to watch over their lives and for intervening regarding the plague, fainting, traveling, beekeeping, and epilepsy. And he is often represented in pictures with birds and roses. It is believed that the commemoration of Valentine's Day death or burial was placed by the Catholic Church in the middle of February in an attempt to Christianize or overpower the pagan celebration of Lupercalia. But exactly when this celebration was associated with love and romance is widely not agreed upon. It is believed that Valentine's Day has origins in the Roman festival of Lupercalia, celebrated in the middle of February. Lupercalia was a bloody, violent, and sexual celebration that celebrated the coming of spring. Lupercalia was celebrated with animal sacrifices and random matchmaking in an attempt to ward off evil spirits and infertility. The origins of Lupercalia are unknown, but according to Roman legend, King Aemilius ordered his twin nephews Romulus and Remus, founders of Rome, to be thrown into the Tiber River to drown due to their mother's broken vow to celibacy. As the legend goes, a servant placed them inside a basket on the river instead. The basket was then carried away by the river god down the river, where it got caught with a wild tree. The twin brothers were then saved and cared for by a she-wolf. They were eventually found and adopted by a shepherd and his wife. They later found and killed their uncle and found the she-wolf who nurtured them and named it Lupercalia. It is believed that the celebration of Lupercalia took place to honor the she-wolf who rescued them, the twins, as well as the Roman fertility god Lupercus. Lupercalia was celebrated every year on February 15th. It began at the Lupercal cave with the sacrifice of male goats and a dog. These sacrifices were conducted by a group of Roman priests called Luperci. After the animal sacrifices, 2 naked Luperci were led to the altar where their foreheads were smeared with blood using a sacrificial knife. The blood was then wiped off with wool soaked with milk. The ritual required that these 2 Luperci or priests would laugh as the blood was being removed from their foreheads. It is thought that the color red and white associated today in Valentine's Day might represent the sacrificial blood used during these sacrifices and the milk used to clean the sacrificial blood, symbolizing new life and procreation. After this ritual sacrifice, the sacrificial feast followed. The Luperci cut strips from the skin of the sacrificed animals and then run naked or nearly naked, whipping any woman that they came nearby. A hit from these strips was believed to give women fertility. Women seeking fertility would line the streets welcoming the lashes of the priest. Sex became a focus of the Lupercalia celebration. It was common to see men and women flirting and engaging in sexual behavior. During this celebration, women would place their name into a jar and men would randomly pick a name from this jar. The women and men would then be paired together until the following year's festival. Many of these couples fell in love and married. Lupercalia survived the initial rise of Christianity, but eventually it was outlawed due to its non-Christian roots. At the end of the 5th century, Pope Gelasius eliminated Lupercalia and declared February 14 the day to celebrate St. Valentine's instead. Eventually, it became a day associated with love and romance. Today, Lupercalia is no longer a public celebration, but it is still recognized by non-Christians instead of St. Valentine's Day on February 14, and it is celebrated in private. In addition to the United States, Valentine's Day is also celebrated today in Canada, in France, Australia, Britain, Mexico, Argentina, and South Korea, among other countries. And it is still a well-awaited celebration by friends and couples awaiting a little bit of love and romance. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to learn about the origin of St. Valentine's Day, and I hope it was an interesting topic for you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, or like if you did. Let me know what you think or how you celebrate or not celebrate St. Valentine's Day. It's always very interesting to see how many different people celebrate the celebrations. So let me know if there's a specific topic or celebration you would like to learn about in coming videos. Well, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you again for watching, and this is BetzaBee signing out.